Join me right now, back on the show, is one championship flyweight champion, Geje Eustaquio. What's going on, Geje?
Life is good, John. Everything is fine. Perfectly fine. I'm thankful to God Almighty for all these blessings I have right now.
You've been out of competition for about 7 months now. What have you been doing to keep yourself busy?
I'm always on the gym. I take my bikes, go on the mountains, and enjoy the life.
There have been a lot of new developments in one championship since last we talked. Mighty Mouse got signed, Eddie Alvarez got signed, Sage Northcutt got signed, Sexyama got signed, right? So many big names added to the roster. I wanted to ask you first about Demetrious Johnson. He is in your division. Basically, he is the #1 target now. But do you think that you're the #1 target still?
Everybody wants DJ. Everybody wants Demetrious, but I believe my goalless strap is worth more than DJ.
Now with even Eddie Alvarez, what does that mean for the promotion to have someone like that, a UFC champion, and Demetrious Johnson too?
It's good to have these guys on the promotion. Basically, the reality says that it will really uplift each and every athletes on the organization. It makes us think to work more and focus on developing ourselves, because great athletes are coming through, and we need to develop in order for us to blend with these athletes.
So having someone like Demetrious Johnson in the division now, it gives you more motivation to improve?
Yes, it makes me hungrier and learn. It makes me think to learn more and develop more.
Before you go and fight Demetrious Johnson, you have to face Adriano for the 3rd time in Manila. Is this fight something that you always wanted all along, or did you want a new challenger?
How I wish to have a new challenger, but well, Adriano is very much welcome. Let's do this. My role is to train and to defend the belt I have. It's not my role to choose my opponent. It's their job, John. My job is to keep healthy. My job is to stay hungry and defend my belt as many as I could.
Many fans and critics believe that fight, the second fight you had with Adriano, it could have went in Adriano's favor. Does that give you more motivation to go into the cage and finish Adriano this time around, or are you still going with the same approach?
Yeah. I have a lot of developments on my mixed martial arts career, and I'm excited. John, to show it on the 25th of January.
Let's talk about your preparations for this fight. What kind of training regimen do you have right now?
Training right now is a bit rigid, but we always stick with the fundamentals, the conditioning stuff. But most of this time, again, the training is smarter and more focused.
Who are some of the training partners you've been working with?
I work with Danny Kingad, Stephen Loman, Joshua, including Edward Kelly.
Those are some crazy names right there. Some big timers, right?
Yeah, I'm surrounded by world champions. I'm surrounded by hungry lions.
Yeah, you are surrounded by world champions. It's not like you're just saying that. You have five world champions, right?
Yeah.
How is the training with 5 world champions in one gym? Sparring must be crazy.
Yes. We still do the same. Whether we are world champions or contenders or challengers, we're just the same, John. We're brothers.
I saw that some of your training partners, Edward, one of your training partners, Edward, he went to the United States and trained a little bit over there. Have you done any cross training?
Now I do cross training. That's mountain biking.
How is the mountains in Baguio?
Yeah, it's so much fun, John. Sometimes you have to visit our place and stay in the mountains. It's really fun here. It's like always paradise, John.
Do you do other forms of training outdoors?
Yeah. We do running in the mountains, biking in the mountains. You doing dirt bikes? No. You do
No,
that?
long time ago I did. I haven't recently.
Oh yeah. That's what I do sometimes here in the mountains. I do dirt bikes.
There's no animals out there?
Animals. It consists of many animals. Lions. Human lions.
Definitely. Are you more comfortable competing in Manila, or do you prefer fighting abroad?
Either ways, it's just an ordinary day. Same day on the office. Whether abroad or Manila, it's fine for me.
But entering that arena in Manila, it must be a different feeling for you with, tens of thousands of people screaming, supporting you.
It's a pressure, but we are warriors, John. We should get used to it. We should get used to handle pressure.
You have won every rematch, but this is your first rubber match. Having spent so much time in the cage or ring against Adriano, how important is it for you to bring something new to the cage? What's going to be different about you? Can you give us a little bit?
You gonna expect me turning speeding things. I'm gonna do some speeding things if God permits, if I have the chance. I'm gonna keep speeding on the cage and show them new styles.
Is this fight part of the Flyweight tournament?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Talking about the tournament, you got the first fight announced, which is Yuya Wakamatsu versus Demetrious Johnson. Can you talk about that fight? What do you think is going to happen?
I think if Yuya will touch DJ, there's a possibility that DJ will slip. But DJ was a smart athlete. If he can take Yuya to the ground, then it's going to be a finish via submission or a unanimous decision. That's how I look at it.
The Flyweight Grand Prix, it has, Kairat Akhmedov, a person that you have beaten, Reese McLaren, Gianni Suba, a bunch of names. Who would you like to face in the tournament? Who interests you the most, other than Demetrious Johnson?
Maybe. That's a hard question, John. Just bring somebody on the table and I can do that. Any of them, I can play with them.
So how do you see this fight with Adriano playing out? What kind of fight can we expect?
It's always a war, John. It's going to be a war. I know Adriano is hungrier this time compared the second time we met. But, Team Lakay boys, they're always prepared. We don't go out for battle just barely 90 or 80% ready, but we always go out 100%. So expect that we will do our best from the first minute to the last minute of this fight.
Right now, it's the beginning of 2019. What goals have you set out for yourself for this year?
My goal for 2019 is very simple, John. Just to keep my belt in the mountains. That's the ultimate goal for 2019.
I know in Baguio City, every time you guys win, they have a parade. How is that experience, being in a parade with the city supporting you and screaming for you? And you know, I don't understand. Like, nobody has that. No other fighters have that support like that. How does that feel?
It feels, it, first it feels prestigious, and the joy is different, John. It's something like when they reward you with appreciation, they will understand what you are doing, because basically the role of martial arts in our city is very bad before. Like, during those days, every parent discouraged their kids, discouraged their son to go to martial arts, because what they believe martial arts is all about is like fighting, brutality, those kind of stuff. And then right now, people start to understand. People start to become educated in terms of martial arts. And now we are happy that we are these people who change their mind. We are these individuals who make the move, who make the step in order for them to understand that martial arts is a way of life, and it's not all about fighting, it's not all about brutality. And you know, the joy deep inside our heart is very much.
All right, January 25th, Manila, Philippines, One Heroes Ascent, main event. The flyweight champion makes his return. Thank you, Geje, for your time, and good luck on your fight.
Yeah, thank you very much, John, for always having me. May God bless you.